Okay guys, welcome back to another video. The last couple videos we talked about the Scourge, the last one we talked about the Nail, and now we talk about the priest Warframe himself, Harrow. The Warframe of the hour. And man oh man, hey, this Warframe, a lot of people are saying, is he my favorite Warframe as of now? Is he gonna be in my top 5? All of this stuff because of how awesome he is, how broken he is, how strong he is, and as far as with dealing damage, giving allies energy, life-stealing beast, all this kind of stuff with this Warframe. And the reason why I say he's broken is because of his ultimate. Now I'm just gonna go through his abilities though, so that you can understand how to use Harrow in its entirety. Now, first things first, his first ability is Condemn. As you can see with all the chains going around the place, Condemn pretty much is his crowd control ability. Now, if there were any enemies within this line, they will be chained and subdued for a period of time, but that's not all that it does. The more enemies you chain, the stronger his shields get, and you could practically get over shield. But pretty much with his passive, and this is where he goes to straight crazy mode, is that his over shield cap doubles. Okay, so as you can see right there, Condemn, Penance, Thurible, and Covenant. I'll get to those when I get to those. So just for the sake of throwing out garbage enemies, let's throw out some garbage enemies right now. Let's just throw out some avid butchers. You know, throw out some avid butchers here. I'm just gonna have them at a measly 30, because as we all know, level 30 enemies are the real end game for most people, because they believe, oh, level 30 is so damn strong, all this kind of stuff, and blah 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 blah. So now that they're trying to run out after me, come on, you come here, you son of bitches. Now, as with these guys, I should have taken off the Helios, but I don't think the Helios will be an issue. So as you can see, I'm trying to gather up these guys. And once you gather them up, as you can see, they're all chained. And once they're chained, your overshields go. So that's pretty much how Condemn is. You chain them up, you get a whole bunch of overshield, and since they're standing like that, you could take advantage of that shit just by landing your headshots, so you can practically kill them faster. Alright? So that's Condemn. Now, Penance, you sacrifice your shields, but when you do that, you get an increase of fire rate and reload. But what also you can do, since it's at 50 on the duration, once you do it again, you get 73. Now once your shields go back up and whatnot, as long as you have a number of shields, you can pop it again, 80. Once you have a number and stuff like that, you can just do it again, 87. Now depending on the amount of duration you have, you can have at least, by my count, at least 120 or 115 seconds of duration, so you could just go crazy with your weapons and the whole reloading aspect of it too. Since with his mechanic is based on fire rate and reload, I suggest you guys take advantage of weapons that has long reload, and you can also take advantage of the fire rate. Like for example, you can also do it on the Volcar, but also the Rubico. We all know the Rubico has like a long ass reload. I would take off fast hands, as you can see with the whole 3.0 and stuff. Alright, so when you do the whole Penance, slap yourself, right? Now shoot, look at that reload, shoot, pop that reload, that fire rate will increase and you just reload mad quick. With his mechanic like this, you could take advantage of weapons like this. And also, there's like another one here for ones that have that fire rate and stuff. Where's that Lanka? Oh, not even the Lanka. Screw that. Because again, it works on the Lanka too. The Opticore. He synergizes with the Opticore so damn well. Because we already know as far as with the weakness with the Opticore, the fire rate, man. We already know as far as with the fire rate, it takes so long to charge that beast. But see, with them now, you could just go crazy with it. Right? And the reload is mad quick, so you could go right back into the action, keep firing and all that stuff. Duration's getting low, get that up there again. So I have 30 some odd seconds of fun with the Opticore, get that reload going. Just keep going like this. The performance with Harrow, having all of this, you could just keep pop with that duration. Since I got 450 again, I could slap myself again. And you're wondering how am I replenishing my shields so fast. Here's another thing. Here's another note I could pretty much say. On your Sentinel, right? It's good to have, where's that damn mod? This Guardian. It boosts this owner's shields by 100% when it runs out. It will do it at a good rate because as you saw, when I depleted my shields, I got it back really quick. So let me see. Let me get back to 540. Slap that. 540. I got it right back. It's at 0 now. So it refreshed my shields once, and then now since I'm getting back my shields, slap it again like that. So now I'm at 56. So now I could just go crazy on it, you know. So that's pretty much Penance. Alright. Now his third ability. Right? His third ability now, right here, is Thurible. Now, while he's doing this, people get confused as to what the hell he's really doing with his Thurible. He's pretty much chanting to himself. You can't hear him while he's doing it because, again, he's chanting to himself. But while he's doing that, as you saw, the longer you have your Thurible out, as you see, 22.9 energy on kill. So every time you kill an enemy, you get 22.9 energy. But if you land your headshots now, let's just say you get more energy, and depending on your, pretty much let's say power strength. Not really power strength, but pretty much based on how long you've been holding your energy per kill, keep that shit going to like at least 100. You could practically on headshot get 300 energy and stuff, so it gets amplified. It gets amplified pretty much on headshot, is what I'm trying to say. So let me just throw these guys out there. As far as with this, let me get this going. I think I have the other build on. I'm not too sure, but I'm just gonna get this going to its peak. So now it's at 21. So now these enemies that I'm about to kill is gonna give me 21 energy. Get these guys. Now look, 83, 83, 83, 83, back to 100%. Now I like take advantage of this just by being at 100%. I could do this and just get my Thurible out. Keep going like this. Now while you're like this, you can roll, you can jump, you just can't do anything. But once it's over like that, I have 19 right there. So I'll just do that, and I get 76 on the energy back. Alright. I think I have my other build on, to be quite honest with you, but I'm not too sure. Because what you can do, as far as with Harrow, since he swings his Thurible, yeah, I have the other build on. That's why I was draining so fast. When you have natural talent, he will swing that thing so damn fast. It's like you won't be able to enjoy his animation because he's doing it so fast. So now that I have natural talent on, you could actually roll this with it if you want to. So look at this. He just starts swinging it so fast. You know. And while I keep swinging it like this, as you see, it seems like the faster you swing it, you could get your energy per kill up. So as you see, it's at 50 right now and all that stuff. It's going to keep going and going and going and going. So now I have 65 right there. Right? But if you want to take advantage of this little aspect here, because while you're channeling, as you see, it says energy conversion is at 18, the duration and the radius and stuff. What it doesn't tell you there is that if you have efficiency, since I have 160 is still fine. What I like to do, I could just take this off so I can at least have a little bit of duration there. And you can just go 175 on that, right? Now, look at how the drain is. Just by me going like this. See how that drain on my energy is so good? So now, I could keep going like this. Keep going like this. And I'll still have over 300. So now I'm just about to hit 200 change. And I'm already at 35 energy per on the kill. So I could just keep swinging like this. There was a time yesterday I got to 100 energy. And that was just because of the fact I had the efficiency going. So it's like, yeah, you could keep going like this. So as you can see, I'm about to be at 80 energy right there. So if you can just keep swinging like this and just hope like, oh, I'll at least get to 100. Can I get there? Can I get there? Can I get there? And as you can see, 100. Now, put those enemies out there. If these guys start running at me. So now that I have it here, I'm waiting for these guys to attack me. So all I gotta do is shoot at least one of these guys. Boom, back to full health. 400, 400, 400. I'm still waiting for that other guy to be coming. See? 403. So if you just get at least 100 energy per kill, once you land your headshots, you get 400 back. So pretty much on the one headshot that I dealt on that guy, got all my energy back. So I could just do this if I want to. Swing my Thurible again. Go around like this. Can't do nothing, but I'll just keep chanting to myself. But once you stand like this, he holds his left arm to his chest while he's doing the chant. So this is really nice. Like I said, the only thing is that you're vulnerable like this. You can't attack. You can't do nothing because, again, you're chanting to yourself. So that's pretty much Thurible in of itself. Now, his ultimate now. This is where I say he's so broken. Is that now, let me see. I think it should work. I think it should work on this build. Let me get this up there. Get those same guys out there. Now, his ultimate, which is Thurible, which is not Thurible. The hell am I talking about? Covenant. While they're swinging, I could just go like this, let them keep attacking me for 5 seconds, and then once they're done attacking me, damage prevented, I convert all of that, 36% crit chance while 145 on headshot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And look at that. So you have 2 phases to this. Now the duration is not the highest on this build, but on my main build with the blind rage in there, it's on another level. Alright, so let me go to that build right quick. The only thing with it is that it's energy heavy, but the main thing is that the duration, as you can see. Now vitality doesn't really need to be there. I just have it there so in case I want to have some form of survivability. But you want to have Constitution in there so you can have the max duration you could possibly get. Because what I noticed with his ultimate, right, is that once you go through your animation, you take up like at least 2 to 3 seconds before you can start, you know, absorbing damage. So 16, right? By the time I drop down, it's like 13. So technically you might as well say I have 13 seconds while being in this state of taking damage, because while you're in this state you're invulnerable to all damage, so it's best to take advantage of that. But what you can do to speed it up is that you can have natural talent, so that you don't have to bother with wasting 3 seconds of that animation. So what you can do, have natural talent and do it mad quick, so you save yourself at least a second. You may think a second ain't all that much, but again, I'd rather have 14 seconds instead of 13 to be in this state. So it's not a big difference, but it's a difference. So you get what I mean right there. So let me go back and put back in the stretch, right? And so now I have all of this duration and whatnot. Throw out those guys again. I want these guys to come out after me, especially this guy. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Alright, so there he goes. Chain myself. 13 seconds of invulnerability. Make them keep attacking me. Let them do what they need to do. You could keep stacking this. That dude in the back is not even hitting me. He's just sort of flailing and all that stuff. But once you do all of that, 39% critical chance, 160 on headshot. Catch him. Catch him. Catch him. Catch him. You're the last victim. And there you go. That's pretty much it. See, if there are allies around me now, they'll be able to reap the benefits of this. Like I said, he comes in 2 phases when you do this. The protection and the retaliation. So technically you could say this is like an absorb, but you can control it. Because once you absorb all the damage, now you enter a retaliation state where you have the critical chance and the headshot, as you see, gets amplified once you land your headshots. So this is why I say where he's so broken is because you could take advantage of Covenant. And on top of that, if you have a whole bunch of duration like you just saw here, you could be in that state for a good period of time, absorbing all the damage. And then when you're about to see it's about to expire, give yourself a little bit of a breathing room, because you want to use your condemn, chain them bitches, and then land your headshots so you can reap the benefits of it. And like I said, he synergizes well with weapons like the Opticore. You can also use weapons like, if you want to take advantage of his overshields and whatnot, because you could cap your overshields if you have redirection to go along with Prime Vigor. You could take advantage of that shit by using weapons like Grinlock. You can also use weapons like Secura, Dual Setstra, because again, parent sequence. And oh yeah, that's another thing with these, as far as with the fire rate. Because I like using these, but it's better with Harrow. So, until I slap myself with Penance, get that rapid fire going. Get that reload going. I forgot to display this. So you could take full advantage of just that alone with him by using the Secure Dual Setstra. But when it procs and all that good stuff, you know, you get more, remember, you get overshield. So you could take advantage from that aspect. So let me throw out these mowers. Let me see, 20 of them. I'll simulate that bitch. So now, alright, they're gonna start coming to me. Besides, I want them to come to me anyway. So, can also go and do this shenanigans. Absorb all of that stuff. That's if they want to attack me, but if they're acting stupid for some dumb reason. So, if they want to act dumb, I'll just slap myself. Get this going. And then I'll just waste all you bums. As you can see, take advantage of the rapid fire aspect. And they're done so. And I can just wave my Thurible and be like, yeah, it's all good here. Slap them, these idiots. So, Harrow, overall, based on his kit, as you can see, His overshields is at 26, 27. You could get it like at least 3,827. And like I said, if you factor in the Grinlock with its parent sequence, when it procs and stuff, you get more overshield. Once I top off with this, you could get it like probably near or at 4,000. If you have this proc, and then you have the Grinlock one to proc for you, you could get it up there. I'm just saying, you could get it up there. Slap myself, and as you can see, 118 right there. So slap myself again. So yeah, 119. Not too shabby if I say so for myself. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, because again, the duration is the reason why you saw that number go up that high. So overall, Harrow is broken, OP, gets his energy back within one shot if you manage to do your Thurible, get that up there to like at least 100 energy. Once you get to 100 energy, land a headshot, you get your energy right back. And on top of that, lifesteal, I forget to even mention that you also get your health back with this guy once you do Penance, because again, not only does you get the reload and the fire rate, but again, you get your health back. So he doesn't need to worry about as far as with his health, because once I slap my Penance, if I'm running low on health, I could just kill a bastard, get my shit back. So yeah, so that's pretty much his abilities in its entirety. So it's a good combo once you slap yourself with Penance. Use Condemn, get back your shields, and then hit enemies to get your health back and take advantage of the whole fire rate, reload. Just do that from there. If you want to get your energy back and whatnot, use Thurible. And if you want to play with the aspect of invulnerability, Covenant, but make sure when you're done protecting yourself, as you see, it has its duration right there in of itself. Once you're done, you go into retaliation mode, release all of the crit on them, and pretty much land your headshots. As you see, it amplifies even further, and you can't increase that. It's at a stable 4, so you can't do anything with that. So just land your headshots, and depending on the weapon, you will see crazy numbers. As far as with the Opticore, you already saw what it can do. So that's pretty much Harrow in its entirety. He's broken as all hell, overshield king, and he buffs himself as far as with fire rate and reload, and he has lifesteal in him. So there isn't anything he can't do. He could practically do everything that he needs to do in order to survive, and it's not like you need to use one ability and you exclude a number of others, or he could just do 2. All of his abilities have use. If you want to use Thurible, hey, that's up to you. If you're good on energy, you don't really have to use Thurible, but it's just a cool animation just to keep swinging this. It's just a cool animation. That's just my opinion. So that's pretty much Harrow in his entirety. So he's saying farewell to all of you while he spins the Grinlock.